Hey guys, welcome back. You're still tuned into Power Breakfast. Now we've already gone through the global market, so let's take you through everything that you should track as far as our own markets are concerned and all of the cues that you should keep in mind. We have Sonia and Mangalam joining us now to take us through the trade setup and all of the individual stocks also which could be in the news today. So Sonia, let me come across to you first. We were just going through the global market setup and once again that weakness really persists.
Oh, absolutely. And it's been 3 straight days now that the US markets have been under pressure. And I reckon that could drag our own markets down as well. So the Dow was down about 150 odd points. Third day in a row, the S&P 500 under pressure. Crude prices have gone back up. So Brent is now almost at $100 a barrel, as there are talks that Saudi Arabia could go ahead for an output cut. All eyes will, of course, be on the 3-day Jackson Hole Symposium that starts tomorrow. And you do have Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaking on Friday. Fed watchers are expecting him to reinforce the battle on inflation, so all eyes will be on that. For our own markets, FIs bought in the cash markets yesterday, bought about 563 crores, while DIIs sold. The buy on dips is something that does continue. So yesterday as well, the Nifty recovered from the lows of trade. It recovered sharply to close above the 17,570 levels. And for trade today, I'm also watching out for the 20 DMA, which is around 17,380. That seems to be the support as of now. Global macros will definitely weigh in on the sentiment though, so I'm expecting the start to be in the red.
All right, start in the red. So let's see how we go from there. But Sonia, stay on. Also take us through all of the stocks that we should watch out for. Of course, we did have that big news of Adani buying in 20TV.
That really is going to dominate mind space today, right? So NDTV, the stock is at a phenomenal run, perhaps in anticipation of this deal. Adani Group's media arm has bought a little over 29% stake in NDTV and launched an open offer for another 26% stake. So that will definitely be in focus. Chennai Petro, the board has approved a JV with IOC and seed equity investors to implement a 9 MMTPA refinery project for 31,580 crores. So I'm watching that stock closely. Arvind Smart Spaces has announced signing of an agreement with HDFC Capital Affordable Real Estate Fund for the creation of a residential development platform with a revenue potential of up to 5,000 crores. And Confidence Petroleum, there's a board meet on the 27th of August for fundraising. So I'm watching that stock closely as well.
All right, Sonia, thanks a lot for taking us through that entire list. We're going to keep all of these stocks on our radar. Finally, let me also bring Mangalam in, who's looking at all of the cues from the futures and options space. Mangalam, it was quite a shaky session. We did manage to close in the green, but take us through everything we should track.
We did well in yesterday's trading session from the lows. In particular, we broke the 2-day losing streak. But let's see where we go from here, because the SGX Nifty is lower as we start to kick things off, down almost 50 odd points. Importantly, yesterday, the bounce on the Nifty came from the 20-day moving average. The low on the Nifty was 17,345. Yesterday's 20-day moving average was 17,340. So we saw support there. And that was also led by the Nifty Bank, where we saw the Nifty Bank, fall just about 100 points away from its 20-day moving average and recover swiftly from there. The big factor for that was, apart from technical bounce, the FIIs bought into the cash market, almost 600 odd crores out there, notwithstanding the DII selling of 215 odd crores. This is the expiry week, and the FIIs are, more or less lightening their positions as far as the longs are concerned. They unwound about 250 longs, or added about 1,000 shots, not too much in terms of absolute numbers. But what it has done is it has made the FII's net short in the expiry week at 51% versus 49% long exposure. In options, they're buying more puts than calls, so they're preparing themselves for any downside that would happen, just the way the SGX Nifty is indicating. But at the same time, they're also sold more calls than puts, they've sold more puts than calls. And that's telling you that lower levels, namely the 20-day moving average, would be an important support to watch out for. Yesterday, the call writers of 17,500 did unwind their positions. So let's see if we recover from today's low, what happens. And importantly, the 17,500 and 17,400 puts have been extremely active on the short side. So that's telling you that, there would be a strong support around that 17,380 to 17,400 mark, which is the 20-day moving average on the Nifty. The one stock I'll be watching out for is Tata Chemicals. Usually shows violent moves as soon as it enters or exits ban, and now it has exited an F&O ban.
All right, Mangalam, thanks a lot for taking us through all of those cues. So that's a roundup of